I want to talk about book length for a second. Specifically, I want to complain about books being too long. I brought two examples actually, and the first of the two examples is this book, A Feast for Crows. This book was too long. And when I say too long is I tried to read this book twice. This is where I stopped. This is page 324. Look at all of this that I never read because I stopped that far into the book. The problem with this book is that there was too much book and like nothing going on. And that's why I stopped reading it twice, because after the first 3 books in the series, which were great, I got to this book and I was just like, what is happening? Nothing's happening. And speaking of nothing happening, we're going to get on to my second example, which is this one. I know I'm going to get hate for this one. The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. The first book in the Wheel of Time series. This is a book that probably didn't need to happen. I'm sorry. Like, nothing happened in this book. Nothing happened. This book is 814 pages long, and nothing happened in this book. And the reason why I'm making such a big deal about this is because I've talked to multiple people who've read the entire Wheel of Time series, and they've told me, oh, you could probably skip this book and not miss anything. You could probably skip that book and not miss anything. And any series that's like 14 books long, where I can skip multiple books and it not really have an impact on the overall outcome of the series, means that it's too long and you need to stop.
Stop it. Get some help.
So yeah, too long as well. On the other hand, I think there's something to be said for books being short and sweet and to the point. Part of me says that because that's how I write, and part of me says that because that's how I enjoy to read. I am actually going to use this as one of my main examples of a good short book. This book's 236 pages long. So much goes on in this book for it only being 236 pages long. There is no fluff. It is a fantastic read. I definitely suggest it. So yeah, all of that to say, I think there's something to be said for shorter books. These 1,000-page long books where nothing's happening are too much for me. That's probably why I'm not a really huge fantasy reader. I do occasionally come across fantasy that I really enjoy, but a lot of times I get bored because of how long these books are and because of how long they drag out. But if you have made it this far, please give me some fantasy recommendations. I would love them. I've always wanted to get back into fantasy. I read a lot of fantasy growing up, and then at some point I just fell off. So yeah, if you have any fantasy recs that you think someone like me, like my type of reader, would enjoy, put them in comments down below. I would love to hear them.